Hello, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Para Knitting Podcast. My name is Ramona, and I'm a knitter from Toronto up in Canada, and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. So first things first, this week I am feeling so much better. So I can talk, I can swallow, I can almost fully hear out of my ear again. So whatever I had going on last week, it's on its way out, and I am ecstatic. So for this week, I have works in progress. I have no finished objects. I technically have a new cast on, and I have some stash enhancements. So let's get started. So I thought I had made more progress on this, but then I realized I forgot to do something. So first thing I'm going to show you is my gilt socks, right here. Where that stitch marker is where it was last week. I forgot to move it. But I've only done a couple of rows on it anyways. I didn't really do that much. So the yarn is from, hold on. The yarn, which comes in two skeins, right here. This is from the Cozy Knitter on her Bliss base, and the colorway is called Guild. So this one is a self-striping. And then she sent, I think it was about 25 to 30 grams, which is contrasting for heels, cuffs, and toes. So I'm making progress on that. Yeah. So I've really only done a few rows, not much on that one. I just forgot to actually change the stitch marker. And the bag that it's all being kept in is the one from Crochet 1 Knit 2, a bag designer in Canada. And it's a tea party set, I guess. The next project that I worked on this week, and I'm proud, I put in a lot of work on this one. This one here is a pair of socks that I'm doing. The yarn is Hedgehog Fibres Twisted Sock in the colorway Pandora. Yes. So, not Pandora, I got myself confused. This is Boombox. So as you can see, it's a speckled, trust me, it is so speckled. So that's how it looks in the cake. And let me show it to you in sock form. So here it is at the back. See, the speckles are like awesome on this thing. So the sock that I'm doing, this one is a Canadian designer, and she's also a yarn dyer as well. It's from Tanis, from Tanis Fabric Arts. She has this one was a free sock pattern called a Business Casual. It's like, it kind of makes it look like Argyle, makes it look kind of fancy even though it's simple. So I was very pleased to see how well you can actually still see the cables, but the speckles are still there and they don't really take away from each other, which I like. So the last time you saw this, I was up to this green stitch marker, and since then I've done all of this plus a heel. So I'm working my way through. The only thing that I've learned from this is, as much as I love knitting on US ones, there are some times, especially if I'm doing a cable on the back and on the front, that maybe I should move up a needle size. So I can put it on. It can fit. It's just going to take me longer to put them on every day when I start wearing them. But I do really like these ones. So the needles that I'm using for these ones, I guess I forgot to show it for the other ones, but they are my Carbons DPNs in the US size 0, which is a 2.0 millimeter. And next time I need to move up to a size 1 for this, if I ever try these ones again. I do like the pattern. It's easily repetitive. So let me put this back, which would help if it didn't get stuck on things. Oh, the next one is this yarn. This is one yarn that I've dyed myself. And this is the one that doesn't come out of the bag because it's going to mess up like crazy. So we'll do it like this. This one is one dyed by me. And I call the colorway Reporter Extraordinaire. It's a self-striping. And I casted it on last week. because I really wanted to see how long the color stripes were, because as much as I've dyed these, I've never knit the self-striping in this size, so I wanted to see what it was like. So, the pattern I'm doing right now is called Down the Rabbit Hole by someone whose name I can't remember, but she is Canadian, and I'll put her name on the screen. But I managed to finish the cuff and like one needle of the actual sock pattern. So there's nothing much on here, but at the very least, it lets me see how long the color stripes are. That's about what I've done so far, is probably about 10 or 11 rows. So that tells me that my gray is about 8 rows. That's actually a pretty good one. It's pretty good. So that gives me at least a general idea. I'm still using the same Carbons 0 US and 2.0 millimeters, so nothing there has changed. I do plan to put in a bit more progress on the sock this week. Like for the past day, like yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm really gonna work on my socks. I would rather watch YouTube right now. So like I didn't put any progress on it yesterday like I really wanted to. I was actually planning on casting on another pair, but that'll probably happen sometime this week. So honestly, that's it for works in progress. I don't have that much that I'm actually actively working on, although I did feel the itch to start working on my what's it called, on my sock blankie. I haven't pulled it out. I can't say I resisted the urge. It's more like I want to, but I haven't touched it since April. Like I worked on it hard for the first 3 months of the year, and then April hit. I kind of put it down, and then I did not touch it, which to me is a shame, because my plan was to put on a square a day. And within the first 3 months of the year, I put in well over 100 squares on my blanket, and I was ecstatic. I made progress, and I don't know what happened when April hit. It's like I just didn't feel like doing it, and I didn't touch it. So maybe I need to rethink how I'm planning on working on my blanket, because at this rate, as one of my friends, Tanya, said, it's going to take me 50 years to do it, and I don't want it to take 50 years for me to finish this blanket. So I may have to rethink it and probably do 3 months on, 3 months off type of thing. So hold on. April, May, June. If that's the case, I'm like a month and a half off. So maybe for the month of August, I'll pick it back up again, and we'll see how things go. So the thing to move on to now is stash enhancements. So there are quite a few things. They all came in the mail like yesterday, with the exception of one item which came last week Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, last week Friday. But there's also one thing that I purchased, which I haven't really bought any patterns online recently. I got the Find Your Fade shawl. I have no idea when I'm going to get that, when I'm going to get started on that one. So this one is the one by Andrea Knits, the Find Your Fade shawl. Everybody and their mama has done it. I haven't done it yet, but the thing is, if I do it, I'm probably not going to wear it. It will probably be in the state of all my other shawls. I have one that I've kept that is inside of a bag, kind of knotted up. It's the Quicksilver. I love it. I do. I love the I love the colors. I love everything about it. I just don't wear it. My other favorite one is one that I've made that's on the back of my computer chair. I love it. It's beautiful, and I make sure it's sitting there and draping nicely on the chair, and I still don't wear it. So if I do it, it's probably not going to stay mine, because I'm probably not going to do anything with it, but we'll have to see. So that was one acquisition. So I guess I'll show this to you in order that I've gotten them for. So I made all these orders on the same day, and so I'll show it to you in the order that I got them. So the first thing I got was a sock blank from Andrea Knits. Ever since I saw her podcast and I saw her show them, I'm there like, I don't understand how you get such prettiness on your sock blanks, but they are absolutely gorgeous. So first thing I'm going to do is, because I've had an issue with sparkling screen type of thing and my computer just freezing, I'm just going to save what I've got and start it again. Okay, so I got a sock blank from Andrea Knits again, and I took it out of the package because I had to see the full effect myself, but I tried to put it back in the package and it didn't look as nice, but I'll show you it so far. right there. Is that fox not awesome? It is stinking adorable. I love it. So I have to open it up because I need to see like the rest of this. So here it is. We'll do it from this. Is that not adorable? It was from her her mystery. She has a mystery sock blank club, which I was not even aware of. So the color for this one is called, first, see, Andre Sue, the tag on the back. This one is called What a Fox. So for anybody who's a part of it, part of the sock club, I'm going to assume that you've already found out because I didn't sign up for this until just over a week ago. And it arrived really quick in the mail, and this is pretty much more than halfway through July. And so if she sent it at the beginning of the month, I'm pretty certain you guys have already seen it. So I love it. So my plan, of course, is to knit a pair of socks out of it, but then I want to make sure I still have enough of a fox left over so I can, in a sense, frame it and put it up on my wall or something like that because it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, I cannot wait. This is going to be beautiful. I don't know when I'm going to get around to knitting it, but I will. And along with the sock blank, she also sent me, hold on, this. This says thank you, and you can't really tell what it is so far, so let me actually take it out of the package, which I have not done yet. Hold on. It should work well if I could open it. Sorry about the crinkling if you can hear it. But I believe it's a progress keeper. Yeah, that's trying to run away from me. So she also sent a little ladybug progress keeper. So that's really nice. So I'm going to put that with the rest of my progress keepers so I don't lose track of them and I can get to use them when I'm ready. Okay. So what else came in the mail for me? Yesterday, I was, of course, checking my Canada Post app, trying to see where everything was. And I knew it was out for delivery. I didn't know when it was coming because the mail can come to my house from anywhere from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll come. So my aunt came in my room and she gave me one package, and it was just one package. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is it for the day. And then lo and behold, she came in with the other ones later on, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're all here. So this one, I got a skein of yarn from Phosphoros Stitch out in Richmond, BC. I believe it's Richmond. Or is it Vancouver? I have to go back and double check. So this one, it's a one of a kind. It doesn't have a colorway name. I think most of her yarns are one of a kind. So here is her card. You can see on there. So it's a one of a kind 80-20 merino wool, which is like superwash merino and nylon, 100 grams, 395 yards of figuring. So it's by Kimberly Gilbert. So thank you very much, Kimberly. I was actually really surprised at how quickly it arrived, considering the issues that are going on in BC right now. But I was really shocked when it came to my house. It was quick. Oh, no, that's just a tie. Okay, so there's this one. I'm not certain exactly what's going to be made out of this one just yet. My other one I got from, I'm going to do it this way. No, hold on. Oh, I missed something. The stitch marker. She gave me a progress keeper as well. So it is 3 beads, which is good for a progress keeper. So I have no excuse not to use these things like my plan is. So let me put this away as well. So my last one. This one I love. I heard about this company from Sarah from the Canadian Knitter, and I had to try it. So the name of the company is called Ravenwood's Fiber Co. So that's the card for it itself. I love it. So they are from Nova Scotia. So I said, okay, well, let me try this. And when I saw Sarah's, I wasn't looking at the color, I was looking at the packaging. And it comes vacuum sealed. Like, this is like an awesome concept. So I'll show you one. I got 2 skeins. So one of them, I honestly did not have the patience, and I had to take it out to see what it was like. So this is after I've twisted it up. Right? The colorway for this one, if I remember, it's called I Needed More Yarn, which is pretty much the reason why you go and buy yarn. It's because you need more yarn, right? And here's our business card. Okay. And here is how it comes originally. Is that not cool? Like, if you ever wanted a way to save in shipping, that's the way to do it. So, and the thing that I like on here is what she has written on the tag. I don't know if you could see it. It says, in case of knitting emergency, break seal. That actually had my aunt laughing. Like, that's actually pretty funny. I'm like, I know. So now that I've shown it in the packaging, I can take it out because I like to look at the lovelies while they're all nice and fluffed up. Because as great as this is for shipping, unless I have a lot of it, it's not gonna be as nice. Hold it. Okay. And in case of my emergency, I broke the seal, but I broke the seal in the wrong spot. Don't worry, the yarn is still safe. There we go. That should do it now. So it basically comes out like this. And now, big loop. There we go. Sorry. Okay. In this game, the name of it's on the yarn. I will tell you that in just a moment. Did not. Oh well. And this one is called Honey Be Good. If you can see that. So, this is the yarn. And they are both 80/20 BFL nylon. It's about 366 meters. So, they're beautiful. They are pretty. I don't know what I'm going to make with them. I don't know. Maybe they would even find their way into the Find Your Fade. I have no clue. They could end up being socks. Because I looked at this one and I saw socks for sure. This one I just looked and I'm like, ooh, pretty. Must get. So that is everything for my stash enhancements, all my acquisitions. Because I didn't really do any shopping or anything else otherwise last week because I wasn't feeling well. I pretty much left the house to do health-related things like get my health card renewed, go to the doctor, pick up medication. Other than I went to, on Saturday night, I was feeling quite a bit better. Since probably about Friday afternoon, I went to a 70th birthday party for Aunt Bibsy. So it was a surprise party. She had no idea it was coming. And apparently she does not really like surprises, but she gratefully accepted it. Party went late into the night. There was a birthday party going on in the hall right beside ours, and a wedding going on the other side, like further down as well, which is quite funny. But we found out later on, like, it was a huge birthday party that was going on next door. The child was turning 1. When I say huge, it's called, they had, it, like, we all thought it was an Indian wedding going on next door, and I'm, like, sitting down there, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're playing the, I can't even pronounce the name of the drums, it's like, I don't know, but I like the sound of the music, so I'm like, oh, this is so cool, we see everybody coming in their finery. I swore it was for a wedding, and I found out at the end of the night, it was a party for a 1-year-old. Man, these people love to party, they can really party. I didn't even barely heard anything from the wedding that was going on like a couple halls down. I had no clue that there was even a third event until somebody told me, yeah, there's a wedding. I'm there like, quietest wedding I've ever been to. So that night we all came back home. I went to sleep. I didn't go anywhere other than going and spinning my Pokestops or something like that. That was pretty much it. For anybody who knows, I play Pokemon play pretty much all the Pokemon games. This one the one I'm currently playing most is Pokemon Go. So for anybody who doesn't care, well, sorry, but I got a Snorlax last week. Was it last week, Saturday night, or was it Sunday? I can't remember. Either way, I walked and I got I think it was on Sunday, and I was shocked because I've only caught a glimpse of one, and by the time I made it to the Pokestop that it was supposed to be at, it was gone. So I hatched one on Sunday, and then my next egg hatched on yesterday, and I got him a Reap, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, like that family from that generation, which is generation 2 of Pokemon. When I played them originally on Gold and Silver on my Game Boy Advance way back in the day, I saw this little sheep. I'm like, oh, it's cute. It's an electric sheep. Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh, you're like a beast when you evolve. Turns into this Pokemon called Ampharos. He does like Thunder Punch and all that kind of stuff. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I finally got one in my game, and I'm kind of excited about that. And it came with enough rare candies or regular candies to evolve into the first evolution, which is great. So we'll see how all that works. Otherwise, what else is there? Wow, I cannot believe it. This is like the shortest to date. I really don't have that much else going on. Yeah, that really is it. I thought this was longer, honestly. But you know what? If that's what it is today, then that's what it is today. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next week. I do have a few new people who joined in the group, which I sadly have been neglecting. Somebody had hold on, let me just double check. Okay, so in response to somebody from the group, her name is Denise from Scarborough. Hi, Denise, and also welcome to Carmen from Florida. You were asking about, number one, I love the idea of doing summer crafts with kids, especially when it comes to like yarn dyeing and that kind of stuff. Shows them something that they probably wouldn't get to see on a regular basis. And if you use Kool-Aid, that's actually pretty good and food safe and all that kind of stuff. You don't really have to worry that much about the status of your house other than it being different colors. So she was asking about a place that she can show what you've made from hand dye. I'm actually going to start a group for that. So anybody who wants to show what they've made, they can show it, and I guess encourage other people. But also to let you know, there's also another group on Ravelry, or 2 more that I am a part of, that is a good place to if you want to see other people's work as well, because I can't guarantee how much would be on here. So one of them is called What a Cool Way to Die. So they deal exclusively with like food coloring and food gel and Kool-Aid. And then there's another, and they have like different goals for the month of what they're trying to dye and that kind of stuff. And there's also another group called Love to Dye. They also deal with acid dyes and that kind of stuff. So for those, like they show what people have done. They show what people have made from what they've done. In the Love to Dye, there are people who are also selling some of their stuff or destashing some of their stuff as well, if you wanted to have a look. So it's a good way to get started and to look at other people's stuff if you were looking for more than that. But I'll also open up a thread in my group as well for anybody who wants to show it off there. So that is definitely everything. Yes, that is definitely everything. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next week, or I hope you get to watch again next week. So I'm actually quite pleased with myself for making it to 16 episodes, which is a lot for me. So yeah. All right. Bye, guys.